My mom sent me. She said you could help. I found this in his jacket. I don't know what it means.
Hey, it's okay, kid. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
We just want to help.
The night was cold, and the highway diner buzzed with the sound of engines and laughter. 15 bikers sat around a long table, leather jackets creaking as they passed plates of burgers and fries. The neon sign outside flickered in the dark. Route 47 Grill, casting red light on the polished chrome of motorcycles lined up like soldiers. But then the door opened and the laughter died. A small boy stood there, thin, bruised, maybe 7 years old. His clothes were torn, his face pale, and his eyes were filled with something no child should ever carry: fear. He stepped forward, his voice shaking as he said, "Please, arrest me." Every biker turned. Big Tom, the club president, set down his fork. "What did you just say, son?" he asked. The boy swallowed hard. "I said arrest me. I'm a criminal." The men exchanged glances, unsure if this was a joke or something darker. "And what's your name, kid?" Big Tom asked gently. "Marcus," he whispered. "Marcus what?" "Just Marcus," the boy said, his small hands trembling. "All right, Marcus," Big Tom continued. "What did you do that's so bad you need to be arrested?" Marcus reached into his pocket and pulled out a half-melted candy bar. "I stole this," he said. "I took it from the gas station." One of the bikers, Razor, frowned. "You stole a candy bar?" "Yes," Marcus said softly. "And criminals go to jail." The bikers went quiet. Something wasn't right. Big Tom leaned forward. "When did you last eat, Marcus?" The boy counted on his fingers. "Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days." The room fell silent again. "You haven't eaten in 4 days?" Big Tom asked. Marcus shook his head. "Why not?" "Can't say. Why can't you?" Big Tom asked. Marcus looked down. "Because if I tell you, you'll feed me. And if you feed me, I can't go to jail. And jail's the only place where you get food every day." The truth hit them all like a punch to the gut. This boy wasn't a thief, he was starving. And he wanted to go to jail just so he could eat. Big Tom's voice softened. "Where are your parents, Marcus?" Tears filled the boy's eyes. "My dad died in Afghanistan. He was a soldier." The bikers exchanged grim looks. A Gold Star child, son of a fallen hero. "And your mom?" Razor asked carefully. Marcus hesitated. "She married Derek," he said, voice trembling. "He doesn't like me much." Big Tom noticed the bruises on Marcus's arms weren't from play. They were from fists. "Did Derek do this to you?" he asked. Marcus didn't answer, but his silence said everything. "Where's Derek now?" Razor asked, cracking his knuckles. "Home," Marcus said. "With Mom. He told me if I ever came back, he'd hurt me worse." The air turned heavy. These were rough men, tattoos, scars, and hard eyes, but every one of them felt the same burn in their chest. Rage. "How long you been on the streets?" Big Tom asked quietly. 2 days, Marcus replied. "I slept behind the gas station dumpster." Big Tom took a deep breath and made a decision. "All right, Marcus," he said. "We'll arrest you, but first we follow proper procedure." Marcus looked confused. "What procedure?" "Every criminal gets a last meal before jail," Big Tom said with a small smile. "It's the law." He turned to the waitress. "Bring this dangerous criminal the biggest cheeseburger you've got. Fries, milkshake, and pie. And hurry before he confesses to anything else." The bikers laughed softly as Marcus ate like he hadn't seen food in weeks. While he ate, Big Tom made phone calls. "Snake," he said into his phone. "I need everything you can find on a Derek who married a woman named Angela. Her first husband was Sergeant Marcus Williams." Within minutes, Snake had it all. Derek Thompson married Angela 2 years ago. 2 prior arrests for domestic violence. Both charges dropped. Big Tom clenched his jaw so tight it hurt. When Marcus finished eating, he looked up. "Am I going to jail now?" Big Tom smiled. "Soon, buddy. But first, we need to stop by your house and pick up your stuff." Marcus froze. "No," he whispered. "Derek will hurt you too." 15 bikers smiled darkly. "Let him try," Razor said. They rolled out into the night, engines roaring like thunder. Marcus sat in front of Big Tom, helmet too big for his small head. The boy clung to the leather vest that read Devil's Disciples as they rode toward a small house with an American flag in the window. The kind of flag a soldier's widow keeps. Big Tom knocked on the door. A man answered, eyes bloodshot, reeking of beer. "Yeah?" he slurred. "We're bringing Marcus home," Big Tom said calmly. Derek's eyes narrowed. "That little brat finally came back," he snarled, reaching for Marcus. Big Tom grabbed his wrist and squeezed until Derek winced. "Let's talk privately," he said. It wasn't a suggestion. Angela appeared behind him, and the sight made every biker's stomach turn. A black eye, bruises on her arms, the look of a woman who'd been broken too many times. "Marcus!" she cried, but the boy backed away. "You picked him over Daddy," he said quietly. Those words shattered her. Derek puffed his chest. "Get off my property before I call the cops," he said. "Please do," Big Tom replied. "We'd love to explain how you've been beating a soldier's widow and her son." Derek went pale. "You can't prove anything," he said, but Snake stepped forward holding up his phone. "Actually, we can," he said. On it was Marcus's recorded testimony, every bruise, every date. Every time Derek had raised his hand, Derek swung at Big Tom, but the biker caught his fist midair, twisted his arm, and slammed him against the wall. "You like hitting kids?" Big Tom growled. "Try someone your own size." Angela screamed, "Please don't hurt him." "He'll be worse when you leave." That stopped Big Tom cold. She was right. They couldn't protect them forever. "Pack your things," Big Tom said. "You and Marcus are leaving tonight." Angela shook her head. "I have nowhere to go." "Yes, you do," said a new voice from the doorway. A woman in military uniform stepped inside, Sergeant Lisa Martinez. "I served with your husband," she said softly. "He saved my life in Kandahar. I've been looking for his family. Lisa's presence changed everything." She turned to Derek, disgust in her eyes. "Marcus Williams died a hero protecting people like me, and you've been hurting his family." Derek tried to run, but 3 bikers blocked the door. "Here's how this is going to go," Big Tom said. "Angela and Marcus are leaving. You're never going near them again." Derek laughed nervously. "You can't kidnap my wife." "Your wife?" Lisa shot back. "You mean the widow of a fallen hero whose money you've been stealing?" She pulled out her phone. "I've got 20 soldiers ready to testify about what kind of man her husband was and what kind of man you are." Just then, a car pulled up. A man in a suit stepped out holding papers. "I'm James Patterson," he said, "attorney for the Veterans Legal Foundation. We protect Gold Star families." "Derek Thompson, you've been served." Derek looked down at the papers, restraining order, effective immediately. "This says I have to leave my own house," he said. "It's not your house," the lawyer replied. "It was bought with Sergeant Williams's insurance." "You've been living here illegally." Angela's eyes filled with tears. "You married me for money?" Derek didn't answer. He didn't have to. Big Tom let go of his arm. "You've got 5 minutes to pack," he said. "Or we'll make sure you never come back at all." 15 bikers stepped forward as one. Derek saw something in their eyes that told him they weren't bluffing. He ran inside, stuffed a bag, and tore out of the driveway. Angela collapsed, sobbing. "I dishonored my husband's memory," she cried. Lisa knelt beside her. "No," she said softly. "You were a grieving woman who got trapped by a manipulator. But you're free now." Marcus ran into her arms. Mother and son held each other as the bikers looked away, pretending to wipe their eyes. "Where will we go?" Angela asked. Lisa smiled gently. "There's a program for Gold Star families. Housing, counseling, community. You'll never be alone again." Big Tom knelt in front of Marcus. "You're the bravest kid I've ever met," he said. "No, I'm not," Marcus said. "I ran away," Big Tom smiled. "Running from danger to find help isn't weakness. It's survival." Over the next few hours, the bikers packed Angela's things, loaded them onto their trucks, and moved her and Marcus into a clean apartment provided by the Veterans Foundation. It was safe, warm, and peaceful, something they hadn't known in years. But the bikers weren't done. They spread Derek's name through every biker club across 3 states. No matter where he went, people knew who he was, a man who beat a soldier's family. He wouldn't be welcomed anywhere again. Marcus started visiting the clubhouse every Sunday. He washed bikes, learned about engines, and sat around campfires listening to stories about loyalty and honor. Angela got counseling and began working again. Her laughter slowly returned. 6 months later, during the Veterans Day parade, Marcus stood beside his mom, watching rows of motorcycles roll past. Big Tom pulled up, cut the engine, and handed Marcus something, his father's dog tags. "How did you get these?" Angela gasped. "We have our ways," Big Tom said with a grin. Marcus held them to his chest. My dad was a hero. So are you, Big Tom said. You saved yourself and your mom by being brave enough to ask for help. Will Derek ever come back? Marcus asked quietly. Never, Razor said. We made sure of that, and he never did. Derek was later arrested 2 states away for fraud and domestic abuse. 15 years in prison. No one behind those bars respected men who hurt women or kids. Marcus still washed bikes every Sunday, not because he had to, but because that's what family does. The bikers didn't just save a child that night. That child reminded them who they were, men who protect, not destroy. Beneath the tattoos and leather, their hearts still knew the meaning of loyalty, sacrifice, and love. That night had started with a small boy begging to be arrested, but it ended with a brotherhood reborn and a family restored.